All right. Let's move on to this topic. Bradley Beal. There is a report now, and I couldn't find any sound for it, so I apologize for that. Normally, I like to play you guys the sound of what I'm actually referring to, but apparently Bradley Beal has... This is where I will go after Matt Ishbia a little bit, and of course James Jones and all of the Suns front office. Bradley Beal is basically saying, and we saw it the other day, he has no idea if a trade is coming or not. He has not been talked to, and he understands he holds all the cards for a potential Phoenix Suns trade. So if that's the truth, why haven't the Suns talked to him? And here's the biggest question. What if you don't get Jimmy Butler? Everyone, including myself, has just been acting as if Jimmy Butler is a shoo-in to be the next Phoenix Suns shooting guard, small forward, whatever, to be the next Phoenix Sun. And so have I. I largely still do believe that this team will 100% get Jimmy Butler, but let's have an exercise of... And I think most of that just stems from superstars usually get to pick where they go. And I think at some point the Heat are just going to have to swallow their pride. But maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe he stays in Miami. But what if Jimmy Butler stays in what is Miami and the Phoenix Suns don't get him? Can you mend the relationship of that being Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns? Because if we're just being fair, I do feel for Bradley Beal a little bit. I mean, truly I do. The guy has done nothing but come in, be a good soldier. He's gone to the bench. He's taken more threes. He's allowed his statistics to take a massive dip so that Kevin Durant and Devin Booker can be the 1 and 2. Like, I get being upset with Bradley Beal because I just talked about for 14 minutes that you have to hold players accountable because even he at times, effort has been an issue. But I can't lie when I say that he has largely done everything and more for this Phoenix Suns team to continue to be better. Like, I can't hide from that, and I won't. I'm not going to shy away from that. But Bradley Beal, if he is being treated like this against Suns management, this is malpractice. Whether you're Matt Ishbia, whether you're James Jones, if you haven't been an adult and not obviously confronted Bradley Beal, but sat him down in your office and said, hey, listen, we know you're not crazy. We know you see the reports, but you're being shopped. And if Beal truly has not been talked to about that, then that is malpractice. And it makes me worry that if this team doesn't get Jimmy Butler, that it truly is over with the Suns team. Because can you mend that relationship with Bradley Beal in the front office, who has done nothing but become a good soldier and done exactly what has been asked of him? Can you mend that relationship after failing to get Jimmy Butler? This is where the Heat, I believe, have a little bit of leverage. Whereas they know Bradley Beal's name has been shopped in trade conversations. Everyone knows it. If that's true, I find it crazy that Bradley Beal wouldn't be upset. And if you don't get Jimmy Butler, what is it that you're going to do about that? Are you going to mend that relationship? Are you going to lie and say he was never shopped? Because no one's going to believe that. I'm not going to believe that. And you could say, well, I don't care what Bradley Beal thinks. He's not going anywhere. He's still getting $50 million. If there's one league that has massive egos, and that being Bradley Beal as well, I would worry about what Beal would do after. You already have a culture problem. You already have a leadership problem. And I know there's people out there that think Bradley Beal sucks or he's washed. No, he's not. Like, come on. Put the pom-poms down for 5 seconds. Do you really think Bradley Beal's washed? Or is it more so he has taken a step back, he's allowed himself to be the third option, he's taking more threes, he's moved to the bench. He's not a bad player. Come on now. This is a guy that was averaging 30 points a game in Washington Wizards land before eventually going to the Phoenix Suns. So, save me that conversation. Spare me the idea that Bradley Beal's washed. I understand you're upset with the guy. But the Suns need to make this right. They need to sit down, apologize profusely, and say to Beal, hey, listen, we're sorry that, we didn't get to this faster, but you are being shopped. We don't really like the direction that this team is going, and you could potentially be on your way. If we traded you to Miami, if we traded you to Detroit, would that be something that you're interested in? We think that maybe you could be better. But the worst thing you can do, and it's not even close, is tell this player that, you're not being shopped. Lying has never been something you should do with star players. And whether you like it or not, Bradley Beal is still a star player on this Suns team. So it's something that absolutely needs to get figured out.